Joining me now is a man who's no fan of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford. He is Liberal strategist. He's the insider, the outsider. I'm not sure what he is this week, but he is always Warren Kinsella. Warren,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Now, before we move on to our very un-Christmas-like topic that I wanted to bring you on about the whole sex ed thing again, Mayor Ford, we're just talking to him. I think that, for conservative-minded folks, he's doing the right thing. He's showing you that you can win in Toronto. I'm guessing you have a different view of the man than I would or he would. Your view on his first full year?
I think he's had a very tough first year. And it's not because of any big policy mistake, because, what he said on privatizing, garbage pickup and all those other things, getting rid of the gravy, his celebrated phrase. He hasn't gotten in trouble on that. He's gotten in trouble on stylistics and, a lot of rookie mistakes. Run-ins with people that he shouldn't have, having fights with people that he didn't need to. And I guess my advice to him, and I'd be the last guy he'd listen to, is, Rob, you're the mayor now, and you should act like a mayor. You're not an opposition councillor anymore. You got to rein in your brother, and you got to start acting like the mayor of the biggest city in the country, and that's how you're going to succeed.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes in a little while. I think people... what they liked about him was that he was plain spoken. Now, you were writing in your weekend column, Sunday Sun, about this whole sex ed thing again. You were criticizing people who are critical of it. You've done that in the past, and you've implied that if you're against McGuinty's, some of Ontario Premier McGuinty's proposals, that you're being homophobic. The majority of Ontarians, or the majority of Canadians, it would seem, both actually, would be homophobic then. We did a poll with Abacus Data, and we asked specific questions based on the proposed curriculum, and I want to share one of them with you, and that's on teaching about all these different genders, starting in grade 3, where kids are 7 or 8 years old. They asked, is this appropriate to teach about transgender, transsexual, intersex, two-spirited, male, female, all of that? Is that the right thing to do? 56% say it is inappropriate, somewhat or very. Only 16% say this is very appropriate. Even the somewhat appropriate, they're saying, well, maybe. But only 16% are saying, absolutely, this is the way to go. Why do you still think that this is the right way to go and that opposition to this is somehow wrong?
Look, I don't want to blow up the whole segment, but the poll, the entire poll that Abacus did, and I like those guys very much, is based on false information. One of the questions they asked...
No, it's not.
All right,
because...
listen, I let you speak.
Hold on.
Now you you asked me a question.
Let me stop you. You said it's based on false information. We pulled
Brian,
the
there
information...
is no proposal. There is no proposal.
Stop. We pulled the information from the 2010 curriculum that McGuinty brought in, that his ministers keep telling Extra and other activists that they will bring back. So we pulled it from the 2010 curriculum.
Yeah, false. False. It's a 1998 curriculum that was promulgated under...
It was the 2010.
Brian, let me finish, for the love of God. Sorry. This policy came in under Mike Harris and Tim Hudak and Ernie Eves. That's where it originated from. It has not changed since that time. 2 years ago, there was suggestions for curriculum change that came forward. 2 years ago, McGuinty, my guy, said, not good enough. It goes too far. I don't like some things. And he sent it back to the drawing board. So again, the whole premise upon which this poll is based, that there's something coming, is false. It is a fabrication.
Why is Glenn Murray, Kathleen Wynne, Laurel Broughton keep telling mainstream media one thing, then they talk to Extra and they say, don't you worry, it's coming back.
Give me a quote.
We've put them on this show for you before, and you just deny them. Obfuscation is not refuting something, Warren.
No,
this
facts
is coming
are
back.
Facts. And those people,
and that was pulled from the 2010 curriculum that McGuinty sent back only after parents said it wasn't good enough, only after they revolted, because at first he backed it.
Let's bring up the second question. That he has sent it back, Brian.
And
so you've just admitted that the premise upon which this bogus poll is based is completely false. It is a fabrication.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, is it age appropriate in grade 3 to teach people kids that are still struggling with the idea that there's boy and girl, about transsexual, transgendered, intersex, and two-spirited. Is that appropriate, Warren Kinsella?
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
And neither does McGuinty, so that's why he sent it back to the drawing board. Brian, let me give you an example.
His ministers say
you won't give me a quote, so I'll give you a quote. There is a question that was asked in this bogus poll that suggests that parents should not be told. It should be kept secret, all of this stuff. And that is a lie. In fact, what this curriculum says on page 10, sending a school newsletter home at the beginning of each term is a best practice for keeping parents, guardians, and caregivers informed. The question that you're about to ask me about is a lie. A total lie.
Well, thank you very much for calling me a liar, Warren Kinsella,
you're not a liar,
because I pulled the information and sent it to David Coletto at Abacus.
Page 10.
And I pulled it from the 2010 curriculum, and the one that you're saying is a lie was pulled from the Toronto District School Board curriculum guide.
Prove it.
Given to teachers.
Page 10. Sending a school newsletter home at the beginning of each term is a best practice for keeping parents, guardians, and caregivers informed.
Cut his mic. You're asking me to leave the air and go to my office, dig up a quote, come back here and hold it up to the camera. That is a load of garbage. We've shown this on the program again and again, and you're just trying to get out of the fact that the majority of Ontarians don't like the sex ed curriculum put forward by your guy. Let's bring up the other one. Grade 7, is it appropriate to start showing kids safe ways to perform oral and anal sex? They say no. Sorry, this is the wrong board. Can we bring up the other one on grade 7? Do we have that? There we go. Is it appropriate? 59% say no. Only 14% say very appropriate. Glenn Murray, who's just been put in charge of coming up with a new curriculum for teachers on sexuality, says that you're a right-wing homophobe if you oppose that. Am I a right-wing homophobe, Warren?
Sorry, I thought you cut my microphone off.
Well, because you decided you were just going to keep calling me a liar.
No, I didn't call you a liar, Brian.
You called me a liar. You said that this poll was based on lies.
No, we've got something else going on here. You proclaim yourself to be a free speecher, and you just cut off my microphone? Is that right?
You're yelling me down and calling me a liar.
No, I wasn't,
and not allowing me to say anything else. Yet
no, I said that the question in the poll was a lie. It is factually inaccurate.
The question in the poll.
I provided proof. Well, cut my microphone off again.
All right.
Why don't you do that?
All right.
Go ahead, free speaker.
Talk to you again, Warren.
No, free speech. Cut off my microphone. Do it.
Stick around. We've got more.